Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview covering the LCS Summer Split. I'm here accompanied by CoreJJ of Team Liquid, who are one of the many teams that will be taking part in said competition, and of course they'll be defending their title in this competition as well. So Core, really appreciate you taking the time. First off, foremost, coming off of MSI, having a little bit of a break from that event, how are you feeling? How are you taking in this preparation for summer?
Our break was pretty long and nice, but I was like bored playing the. Um, I was bored not playing the scrim, and then now we started practicing, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. What were some of the kind of focus or important things that the team focused on in terms of just practicing in scrims, from spring to summer?
Uh, I think we learned a lot in the during the MSI, and then we got better. Um, and we want to make sure we keep learning, and then we maintain what we have, and then we learn the new thing.
Yeah, for sure. You mentioned a little bit about, of course, MSI and just the team's performance, finishing around top six. I might be wrong there, but I remember back then in the final press conference or the final scrum interview that you did uh, after the team was eliminated, and how disappointed you felt, for just getting eliminated at that point. But what do you think was the biggest lessons for you that you took away from being in MSI that you then put into use for this summer split?
um, I've been to a lot of international stage, so it's like kind of same thing. When you play versus international team, you gotta be more sharper. You gotta be like smarter, faster, not lazy, doing your thing. So yeah, it's a good reminder.
Uh, there's plenty of talk about just how this team had a mixture of veterans such as yourself and Impact, and also new players such as Yeon and APA, and how you guys had to kind of come together and just become a team in that facet. Um, First off, sticking into just focusing on Yeon and APA, how have you kind of viewed their growth from winning LCS to now putting up a better performance on the international stage, and to now, how you kind of look at that progression?
Um, I mean, everyone can see they got better from the last Worlds and then this MSI. Um, I'm happy they're growing well. Everyone's doing better, and I will make sure I will I can help them even um improving harder, growing harder.
And your time in so far in Team Liquid has been covered so many times already, and just not much else is to be said. But uh, it's been a while for you to be the defending LCS champion and just having to uh try to defend your place at the top of the league. And of course, when I do say this, it's been a long time since you had that position. So from the time in which you had that 2019 TL roster, and to now that you're at the top again, how do you kind of compare the 2019 roster to this year's roster? And what do you think is the one thing that just makes it the most different between those two eras?
Um, I think the biggest thing is that 2019 Team Liquid was more completed team. Um, we we had a lot of experience, so we already complete. We already have grown as the players enough, and then the line now current Team Liquid is that still growing and um, have more potential.
I was just gonna say, do you feel this team has a higher ceiling, as in higher skill level compared to what you saw back in 2019?
Um, I think it's just different. I think we had a really clear idea of how we wanted to play, and then we were very good at that. And like now, we are playing more diverse play style, and even though we are not like perfect at one thing, we do more things like differently. So I would say we have higher ceiling.
What do you think about any changes you made within yourself, just focusing on you by yourself, core, and just looking at how you kind of compare yourself from 2019 to now? One thing that kind of changed the most. What would that one be? What would that one thing be?
Mm, Not sure. I think in 2019, I got out just to the NA. I was the fresh coming into the HS. Now I have more time in HS than HK, so um, I can take care of more team.
Of course, I want to pivot to another topic and just cover the new format for this summer split. And I think the most important of them all is the return of best of threes. And we've not really seen the best of threes happen in the regular season for 7 years. Last time being in summer 2017. And yourself, you've had a little bit of a similar gap from playing in best of ones to best of threes. And so, just focusing on best of threes, how do you feel just about the return of just having to play best of threes in the regular season?
Every day is way more important because we only have a 7 games. I think 7 games is a bit too little, but the BO3 should mean like good team. There's a higher chance a good team wins the series, and I believe we are the good team. So I'm happy we are having BO3.
There's plenty of fans that were just begging, it feels like, for Riot to have best of threes return for the LCS. And now they do that with the belief that, with best of threes, teams can improve and just be at a better shape once they appear on the international level. Um, what are your thoughts on just that kind of sentiment? Do you kind of agree with that sense, or are you not as agreeing?
Um, I think I can 100% guarantee BO3 help the players more. Um, so only downside is that again, like only 7 games, too little. But having a VO3 definitely help the players perform better. So I want to see how it will go.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we only have just one single round robin. It would have been better for us to have like a double round robin, just facing each team twice, right?
Yes, but um, since every game matters way more than double round robin, maybe it's better for the viewers. So I don't mind doing it.
I understand. Two more questions that I want to ask. First off, looking at Team Liquid's summer split, you're not just going to be focusing on the LCS. You're also going to be focusing on just competing in the Esports World Cup with 7 other teams, including FlyQuest, representing the LCS. And in doing so, it might just have you be at a position where you're going to have to do so many matches, and while at the same time just leave you very tired, very fatigued. Just because of you're traveling from Los Angeles to Saudi Arabia, stay there for many weeks, and then come back. And so, how do you think the esports competing in the esports World Cup would just affect the team this split?
Uh, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be really tired. I heard it's 18-hour flight. It's gonna be really, really tired. but if he can overcome the fatigue and tired and having a more games in a stage is always helpful. So I hope we don't get burned out.
Yeah, and I do, and it is definitely going to be a challenge, but hopefully it'll be a challenge that TL will overcome later on down the line when it does happen. Now, one more question before I wrap it up because we're over the time limit. Given that obviously roster changes happen for a good majority of the LCS teams, except for you guys, of course, you know, you're the reigning champions, so not much else to change within the squad, but. Uh, who do you kind of look at as your toughest opponent and one that you feel has the potential to just challenge for your LCS title?
Um, I'm I'm just excited to play versus C9. I think they were strong as an individual, and then they got liver, and then they had enough time spending in the Korea. So C9.
And about C9, what are your thoughts on Thanatos? Just him joining the team and just having him be the new jungler and just having him slaughter him. What are your thoughts on that player?
I have no idea how good Thanatos is, so no comment.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah,
Really do appreciate, like I said before, Core, for taking the time doing this interview. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Best of luck goes to the team, but most importantly, best of luck goes to you for this summer split, Core JJ.
thank you.